Hey everybody, Rich Miller here from Rolla, Missouri, and I'm picking up the gauntlet thrown down by one of my Facebook friends during this COVID-19 lockdown to avoid the boredom by doing a bike check and posting it. So here is the bike that kind of got me back into mountain biking. It is my 2007 Yeti ASR-SL. It's a medium aluminum front triangle, carbon fiber bonded to aluminum rear triangle, 140 millimeters travel rear, 120 millimeters travel front, and doesn't have the most modern geometry, but it encourages you to pick your lines. And it is, well, the SL stands for super light. This bike is right at 25, just a hair under 25 pounds as it sits now. So it's very responsive, it's very nimble, it's very fast. Yeah, some people might say a little twitchy or sketchy at speed, but just to be honest, I don't really hit those speeds, so it works well for me. And like I said, I was on a real budget, and it's amazing how little I have in this bike right now. Cockpit wise, I'm running the Yeti high side 760 with a 60 millimeter rise bars. I'm running the Yeti cavity stem. The Yeti cavity stem is a 50 millimeter, which is what just really fits this bike well. It's a very stout stem. It's 31.8 millimeter clamp, and it just really gives a lot of rigidity to your front end. For grips, I'm running the Rev Grips Pro series. I have a wrist injury, and I immediately noticed a difference when riding with these grips. I don't feel the rotation so much that people say that they feel sometimes with these. I haven't had them come apart like Seth did on his Bike Hacks video review. I've been nothing but pleased with these. I even have them on my downhill bike, you'll see later. Plan on putting them on every bike. They just are really nice, really well made. Every piece of them is replaceable, interchangeable, different color caps, different size diameters. These are mediums on the softest setting. The grip itself feels really nice and available in different colors. I am running XT brakes on this. This is the M8000 series of XT brakes. These are the single caliper rather than the single piston rather than the dual pistons. I'm running 203 millimeter rotors front and rear, and I've been just really happy with the braking performance. They modulate very well, and there's just braking power for days and days and days with these. They really do the job well, and I am actually looking to put these on another build as we speak. So front suspension wise, these are RockShox SID World Team, and or at least that's what they started as. These have been revamped by Push, so not a whole lot still exists that was the original fork. These have been pushed up to 120 millimeter as well, so they've increased the travel too. I run them with the lizard skins gaiters on them. I like them. I take them off and wash them and change them and wipe down my stanchions and clean my seals, and it keeps the big stuff off of them, keeps the scratches away, and hell, I just like the way they look. So I also have a lizard skin gaiter on the lower part of my Chris King headset on this bike as well. And like I say, it just kind of adds like a cool stealthy look to it. Don't run a whole lot of spacer on this bike. A little bit here you can see just what it needed to not have to cut it and get my bars up where I like them. I'm an old man, so getting my bars up really helps. On the back, I'm running a Float RP23 shock that is equipped with the Pro Pedal function. At 235 pounds fully kitted, I'm probably pushing the limits of what this frame is intended for, but I just really enjoyed it. It's working well for me now. I think it's kind of getting dialed in. I run the XT 10-speed shifter, or excuse me, the XTR 10-speed shifter on this. And for the other side of the cockpit, I have an Easton Alt Shift dropper lever that actuates the Brand X Ascend series dropper post. You can see it's externally routed. again with Jaguar cable like the rest of the bike, for kind of decrease the friction and increase the performance of it. The Brand X I've been really happy with so far. It is it's a 27.2 seat post, so there's not a lot of options available, and I certainly didn't want to drill out an aluminum frame for a internally routed dropper, so everything else was kind of out of range price wise. Couldn't go electric or anything like that fancy. So this is what I ended up with. It works well, and it's kind of been a game changer for me. Coming back to the drivetrain down here, I run the XTR 10-speed. It has some little fancy ceramic and aluminum pulleys, and a little bit of extra gold bling. I'm running a 1136 XT cassette and a KMC hollow pin gold chain, which brings me to probably one of my favorite parts of the bike. I'm really digging right now, and that's the Yeti T-Mac pedals. Real large platform. You can see they're very concave. It makes a good cradle for your foot, a good solid platform. Lots of nice aggressive pins on it. Really gives you kind of a secure, locked-in feeling. And they look nice too. Then I've got the race face turbine crank set. I'm running a 36 tooth narrow wide race face chainring and a race face bash guard. And the bottom bracket on it is a Saint by Shimano as well. So I guess the only thing left on this bike is this cool little slicey custom made mud guard that I run. It was kind of a guilty pleasure sitting at home on a rainy day on the internet, found this French company. They've got an online designer, and it was a lot of fun just to drag and drop and design my own little custom front fender, and something different, a little bit of personalization. So that's my very first stab at a video. This was my first bike in a long time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll have another one here for you soon. Thanks.